So someone requested this video on 10 reasons to move to Charleston, and while I know there are already plenty of videos out there hyping up Charleston, I wanted to put my own spin on it. Charleston consistently makes the best places to live list, and a lot of people are still moving here for good reason. So today I'll go over 10 reasons why people love living in Charleston, plus a few reasons why it might not be the right fit. So let's get into it. One of the biggest draws to Charleston is its strong, diverse economy. Even when the national economy has ups and downs, Charleston has stayed resilient, with major companies continuing to invest here. For example, Google recently announced a $3.3 billion investment in 2 new data centers, and the recent port expansions have also brought in more opportunity. In general, Charleston's economy isn't reliant on just one industry, making it more stable long-term. Tech, construction, healthcare, and tourism are all major contributing sectors, along with, of course, the strong military presence with Joint Base Charleston. So, whether you're looking for a new job or thinking about long-term investment, Charleston's economy is a major plus. Next is the booming real estate market. Housing in Charleston has been in high demand for years, leading to significant price increases. The median home price in the Charleston metro area is now around $420,000, up nearly 50% from 5 years ago. Because of this, many people see Charleston as a great place to buy a home and build equity, especially compared to some other coastal cities where the prices are even higher. Here we have a diverse range of housing, from historic downtown homes and beachfront properties to affordable townhomes in areas like North Charleston, and new construction homes in suburbs like Somerville and Goose Creek. Charleston's real estate market has remained resilient, with home values historically appreciating over time, making it a strong, long-term investment. Next, one of my favorite things about Charleston is that there's no shortage of fun things to do. If you love being outside, we have 3 great beaches, plus great spots for boating, fishing, or just walking. Our many parks are beautiful, especially in the springtime when everything is in full bloom. If you're more into shopping and events, downtown Charleston has tons of boutiques and restaurants, and the suburbs all have plenty of local and larger retail centers like Tanger outlets. Also, there are constantly fun events going on, like the Charleston Wine and Food Festival, Spoleto Festival, and Southeastern Wildlife Exposition, just to name a few. And if none of that is your thing, Charleston has a huge variety of social groups and hobbies. I found communities here for interests I never even expected. So whatever you enjoy, there's probably a way to find your people here. Next is the excellent healthcare. Charleston has some of the best healthcare in the region, which of course is a great factor if you're considering a move here. The Medical University of South Carolina, known as MUSC, and Roper St. Francis are known for their specialized services, and the VA hospital is one of the best rated for serving veterans. As Charleston grows, so does its healthcare infrastructure, with ongoing investments and expansions, like the Roper Hospital in Berkeley County. Healthcare here is also relatively affordable compared to other major cities, which makes it a great option for families, retirees, or anyone who wants high-quality healthcare nearby. Next thing is the friendly community. One thing people constantly mention when they move here is how friendly Charleston is. There's definitely a strong sense of Southern hospitality, and in general, I'm not saying everyone, but most people are welcoming. Since a lot of people aren't originally from here, it can actually be easier to make friends because a lot of people are also looking to find their community. But overall, Charleston has a warm, inviting feel. One of the main reasons I moved here in the first place was because my family moved here while I was going off to college. But over the years, I feel like my family has grown to include so many more amazing people. The next thing is the food scene. I probably don't even need to say it, but if you love food, Charleston is a great place. It's known for Lowcountry dishes like shrimp and grits, she crab soup, Lowcountry boils, and of course the Austin seafood, but the food scene goes way beyond these. You'll find everything from award-winning fine dining with places like Fig, Husk, and The Ordinary, to more casual spots for barbecue, burgers, and more. Charleston is also home to James Beard award-winning chefs, and our restaurants are always on some sort of national best of lists. The seafood here is some of the best you'll find, with fresh-caught oysters, blue crab, and local fish featured on menus. Plus, Charleston hosts tons of food festivals throughout the year. So if you like trying new things and eating good food in general, because who doesn't, Charleston is a great place for that. The next thing is a mild climate. Charleston's climate is a major draw because we have relatively short, mild winters and long, warm seasons, perfect for being outside. Average winter highs are around 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, with lows rarely dipping below 30 degrees. Meaning snow and ice are almost unheard of, with the exception of this past year when it snowed. Spring and fall are absolutely gorgeous, with temperatures ranging from 65 to 80 degrees and plenty of days of sunshine. The trade-off is that summers can be very hot and humid, with average highs in the upper 80s to low 90s and humidity often above 80%. Another factor to consider is hurricane season, which runs from June to November, and although direct hits are pretty rare, storms can bring heavy rain, flooding, and occasional evacuations. Charleston has many beautiful sunny days, which can be a welcome change if you're coming from somewhere cold and dreary. The next thing is a beautiful scenery. Charleston is just such a picturesque place to live. The historic architecture, coastal views, and oak trees draped in Spanish moss all make it a picture-perfect setting, which explains why multiple TV shows are filmed here. Whether you're walking around downtown or visiting the different parks or beaches, something about it just pleases the eye. There's also a growing focus on conservation and sustainability, with projects to protect marshlands, green spaces, and the local ecosystem, which will help it stay beautiful. Next thing is a rich history. If you love history, Charleston is one of the most historic cities in the US, as it was founded in 1670. So we have the cobblestone streets, preserved colonial buildings, and historic landmarks like Fort Sumter. There are endless museums, walking tours, and historical sites to explore. So if you like learning about the past, Charleston is a great place to experience it firsthand. Lastly, one of the things I appreciate about Charleston is that there's a high quality of life for all age groups. Whether you're single, raising a family, or retiring, there are lots of options for communities, events, and activities. For younger adults, we have a decent job market and nightlife scene. For retirees, there are plenty of 55+ communities with awesome amenities. And for families, there are tons of parks, activities, and schools to choose from. So those are my reasons to move to Charleston. But of course, no place is perfect, and I wouldn't be real with you if I didn't share some of the drawbacks. The main thing is the traffic and infrastructure. Charleston's population growth has way outpaced its infrastructure, which means traffic can be incredibly frustrating, especially in certain areas and times of day. The road system just wasn't built for this many people, so commute times have gotten out of hand, and even driving to the store at the wrong time of day can be quite a pain. There are no major plans to improve this either, as it's not an easy task, so it's definitely something to be aware of. Charleston is seeing a lot of new development, which means more homes and businesses, but also more sprawl. Some people love having new construction options, but others feel like it's changing the city's character. Housing costs have also gone up a lot, and some daily expenses like groceries are higher here than the national average. That said, for a lot of people, the pros still outweigh the cons, and Charleston remains a great place to live. I personally feel like it's a good balance of work, life, and fun, despite some of the drawbacks. If you have any questions or if you're thinking about moving here and need help finding the right area, feel free to reach out. And as always, thanks for watching.